Welcome back, folks, to episode number 4 of the 25 lessons I've learned in 25 years in real estate. Today, this afternoon, I'm down in Santa Monica. Took a stroll down the Santa Monica Pier and thought I'd share it with you real quick. A couple amazing sights, just a beautiful place. And then, tomorrow morning, I'm speaking in our Malibu Colony office. So I thought, what better place than here to shoot a video to all of you. So today's topic is going to be about getting down in the dirt. But first, we have to roll the intro.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, girl on my shoulder, heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Alright folks, so what could I possibly mean when I say you got to get down in the dirt? I think it goes without saying that I'm basically going to tell you all that you need to hustle, but I'm going to do it with a story. So I'm a few weeks in the business and I've been out there hustling, knocking doors. It's 115-degree heat, it's horrible, it's summertime, it's just nasty, and I'm thinking, what did I do to myself? Like, I could literally go do any other job and be in air conditioning and I'd be getting paid an hourly wage. And even though I had my first listing under my belt, I went to the manager and I said, hey, I think I'm doing this wrong. She goes, why? I said, because there's these agents in private offices over there that are making all this money, have all these sales over the board, and here I am, I'm out there hustling. They come in the morning, look great, they leave, look just as good as when they came in. I'm a mess at the end of every day. I'm burning through shoes I can't afford. It's hot as heck out there. I'm knocking doors, getting screamed at, and I come back and they're in their offices doing a whole bunch of deals. So I'm doing something wrong. And she goes, no, you're not. You're doing exactly what you need to do. And I said, but why do they get to do that and I got to do this? And she's like, come on, you know why, but why don't we go ask Sherry? And I said, I'd love to ask Sherry. She always seems too busy. She goes, no, I'll set you up. We walk over, sit down in the office, and she goes, ask Sherry what you asked me. I said, how is it that you get to, look perfect every day, all day, and I'm a mess, and I'm out there in 115-degree heat, knocking doors and hitting expired listings? And she goes, Brad, I've noticed you. You do work really hard, and you've thrown your listing on the board. Congratulations on that. And I said, yeah, but you've got like 5 and like 4 sales already, and I see you leave the office, you come back, you look just as good as when you came in. And she says, Brad, it's not always been this way. I've been in this market for 17 years. I started farming the neighborhood that I am #1 market share in 17 years ago. Now, my mailing keeps me going, but when I have a slump, I have to put on my tennis shoes too and go out there and knock doors. If there's an expired listing in my farm, I'm gonna go out there and talk to those folks. I still do it, but I've established a business, a past client database, a huge sphere of influence that delivers me a good amount of business every single year. But don't think that I'm not working hard. I said, no, I never thought you weren't working hard. It just, didn't seem as hard as I was working. She says, no, you're doing the right thing. I said, but how come all these other guys in the bullpen, they're hanging out too. They're not going out and doing stuff. She goes, because they're not working. They're hanging out in the bullpen, making excuses. Stop hanging out with those people.
Would you walk us through a typical day for you?
Yeah.
Great.
Well, I generally come in at least 15 minutes late. I use the side door. That way Lumberg can't see me. And after that, I just sort of space out for about an hour. Till I'm
Space out?
Yeah, I just stare at my desk. But it looks like I'm working. I do that for probably another hour after lunch, too. I'd say in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
I go, well, I like hanging out with you. This has been informative. She goes, come in and talk to me anytime. And I'm like, wow. We ended up becoming great friends, and I knew her for many years after that as my business grew and as I reached higher levels of success. So what I want to share with you all is what I learned that day was when it's 115 degrees out, you get in your car and you go out and farm that neighborhood. You knock as many doors as you can. You make sure everybody in that farm knows that you're there. You make sure they see that you are the hardest working person. You're not the one that decided it's too hot, so I'm not going to go out today. When you go hit expired listings and it's 115 degrees or it's pouring torrential rains, that seller will notice, and if they don't notice, you point it out to them and say, look, I'm sure you got a lot of calls today on your expired listing, but how many people actually came to your front door? See, I'm willing to get in the dirt with you. I'm willing to come out when it's hot, when it's rainy, when it's horrible out. I'm willing to make a deal with the guard at the gated communities to be able to get to those expireds where everybody else says, well, I don't work expireds in gated communities. I'm willing to do things that other people will not do. See, my schedule is going to be packed every single day as a newer agent, or if my business is down, I'm going to get up earlier, I'm going to stay later. I'm going to make sure that I am not susceptible to any slumps in this business. So my recommendation or my experience, my advice is that you do what others will not do. You go beyond what everybody else, when everybody else says, you know what, I'm done for the day, I'm tired, you keep on going. You hit 10 more doors, you talk to 5 more expired listings, you make a few more calls to your SOI. That's getting down in the dirt. You never get to a place to where you go, you know what, I'm too good to do this stuff. No, baloney. You get out there and hustle and you make it happen. So thank you so much for watching this video today. Thanks for following all of my episodes so far. Stay tuned for episode number 5, and thanks for watching. Bye.
I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the